Hey there, YouTube, what's going on? So, I gotta make a video. There's too many things to talk about to not make a video right now. I'm trying to refresh my brain as I'm thinking about it. You know, it's, there's so many things that it's too many. So everything is basically ADHD up inside my head right now. Let's talk about how they want to take your guns. Yep, they want to take your guns, and they're trying to pass all kinds of bills to make purchasing either ammo or guns or some form, shape, or item associated with a gun illegal. They were talking about making 9mm ammunition illegal, and this is following Canada's complete gun ban. So there's that, and to that I say, do not budge, do not move. If they make a law, don't abide by it. Push back. It's that simple. These people don't have your best interest in mind. These people want to destroy you. They want to destroy the country. They want to relinquish your freedom so they can control you. It's very simple. And this playbook has been used time and time again in history. This is just another country on the list of countries that these people are trying to subdue and turn into a third world country. Now, when I say these people, you guys know who I'm talking about. It's not Fauci, and it's not Joe Biden, and it's not Trump, and I don't really, I'm questionable on Trump, but these people aren't the ones making the decisions. These people are just pawns. These people have nothing to do with what's really going on. I mean, they do in a sense because they are the figureheads, the face to the agenda that's being pushed. It gives the people above them a scapegoat so that they don't get the blame. When the people who have been studying this for so long know exactly who I'm talking about. Rockefellers, Rothschilds, Morgans. Bill Gates, he might even be a puppet, really. This is all because of the big banking, the big bank gangsters. And they have been doing this forever, controlling and manipulating countries' currencies and the corporations that are in that country for the better of themselves for hundreds of years. The same people that are propagating this destruction and fall of America are the same people that were changing money in the synagogue or the temple when Jesus came in and flipped the table over. When he said something along the lines of, my Father's house is a house of worship, not a house of commerce, or something like that. And he was angry when he did this. Jesus was angry when he did this. And we all have the ability to be angry at sin. And we all have the ability to stand up against sin. We all have the ability to fight back against sin and evil. And that is what we should be doing. I think I went the wrong way. Dang it. Jesus said, sell your cloak and buy a sword. And then you have people that argue about how one of the apostles cut the ear off of the soldier when Jesus was getting ready to be crucified, and say that, Jesus told him not to do it. He didn't tell him not to do it because he didn't want him to hurt him. He told him not to do it because he knew he had to go to the cross. He wanted his Father's mission to be fulfilled. The propitiation for our sins, the sacrificial lamb for the world. Can you imagine that? It's unimaginable to me. Well, getting more on the lines of God here, I want to say that I've had a discovery. Well, I've actually discovered this a long time ago about how they use the rainbow as their sign and their mocking of God. How they flaunt in the face of God. We're going to use your symbol. We're also going to be turned over to reprobate mind, and there's nothing you can do about it, because God promised with the rainbow that he would never destroy the earth again with water. So sorry about that. I had to push pause there for a second. So I had to back the trailer up. And now we're at a standstill, which is nice because I don't have to think about where I'm going while I'm talking. So back to the rainbow subject, you guys. I didn't know this, and I had a very good talk with my doctor the other day. I know I talk about him on here. He's also a pastor, and very godly man, I will say. And I don't proclaim to be a godly man. I am a pitful sinner. But I know Jesus, and I'm working every day to be better. The LGBTQ community, they've hijacked the rainbow, as I just previously discussed. They've hijacked the rainbow, but they've removed a color, which makes it 6 colors instead of 7 colors. 6 colors being the number of man. 7 being the number of God. 7 is the complete number. And I was doing some thinking last night, and I was thinking, are there 6 races on this planet? And I got to thinking, and it's pretty darn close if you really think about it. White, Caucasian, black, Asian, Indian, what was the other one there? I think I had Indian? Did I say Indian? Like from India? Did I ever say that? I may have. I don't think I did. Maybe I did. Let me do this again. Let me do it again. White, Caucasian, black, Asian, Arabic, Indian, from India, and then like the Native American type, which would be like a Mexican and Native American and Siberian. And then like the Aborigines would fit in there with the black or the Indian. I'm not sure exactly where they fit. But if you really think about it, there's really like 6 races. And then that would signify the 6 colors on the rainbow. And then the seventh color is Jesus, the complete number 7. And so the LGBTQ community has hijacked the rainbow as their symbol, which God gave us as a symbol of peace, saying he would never flood the earth again. They've hijacked the symbol and removed a color because they emanate the number of man. They are without God. And it's sad. And I'm not trying to talk any hate to anyone, because I do not hate anyone. I love everyone, and I want everyone to find Christ, come to God, repent from their sins, and be saved and make their way to heaven. But some people will not do this. And these people that won't do this, God has said, I have turned them over to reprobate mind. They're in love with their sin. That's exactly what it is. They're in love with their sin, and they're not going to let go of it because they love their sin. They love their sin so much they are to deny God. Which is, hey, if you like high temperatures and fire and gnashing of teeth, then, be my guest. But for me, I like peace and quiet and comfort and love. And I love my Father in heaven. So, I'm going to move on here real quick to these satanic people that are in power right now. We've got this fumbling, bumbling idiot trying to lead the free world, or what used to be the free world. Now we have political prisoners in this country, and they were doing nothing but voicing their opinion on what they believed was a fraudulent thing that happened in this country to put somebody in power. Now, mind you, I'll be censoring on here, and I say this in every video that I will be censoring in here because of the thought crimes that happen on YouTube. Will get your video banned. These people went to a city on a certain day, and this committee is named after that certain day. Now, it was a flop. It was a flop. Too many people were mad and upset and angry and coming on and seeing the truth about what was going on. So they had to stop. And also, right before the Orange Man got out of office, he made a law, not he, but his committee made a law, his administration made a law stating something about the mainstream media gives a partisan group a certain amount of time, they have to give the other partisan group an equal amount of time. So he demanded an equal amount of time to share his side of the story. And I gotta pause this, find my dog. One thing I want to touch on real quick is these people are trying to destroy this country, and they're trying to use the food as a means to do this. Food riots are unbelievable. They happen when, especially, okay, if you spend 25% of your money on your food, you only have 75% left to pay your bills and entertain yourself. If you're spending 50% of your money on food, you only have 50% left of your money to pay your bills and entertain yourself. And once these people can't pay their bills because they're paying too much for food, there will be riots and there will be massive theft of food. In the past, I don't know how many days, I thought it was 51, but I think I'm wrong. In the past 51 days, there have been 100 food processing facilities that have been burned down. The baby formula here in Michigan, They shut it down again because of weather, right? Okay. And there have been two trains full of grain derailed. There was a cattle farm yesterday that was found to have like 10,000 head of cattle dead. Just dead. And then the other day, there was another cattle farm with like 3,000 or 4,000 cattle dead. It was near a fire. So that one I can give to them as an accident. But here nor there, I think the fire was caused by the Biden administration. And then, what else? The trains, chickens. The chicken farms. There have been 10 chicken farms with over 10,000 chickens per farm that have been destroyed. Now, there are... Uzi, get over here! My dog, Uzi, is chasing animals around here at the job. I don't want him running in neighbors' yards and getting the neighbors mad at me. Anyway, you guys, these people, you need to get prepared. You need to find Christ. You need to get weapons. I mean, there's just all kinds of things you need to do because these people are coming for you. And they're coming for your kids. That's another story. God bless you. God bless America. Stay happy. And most importantly, stay free.